Hello YouTube! What's up? E-Zee riders out and about in the car. No rusty nails, sadly, but I gotta try and get out every weekend. The weather's looking dodgy, so I think I'm gonna get a bit wet, but not going for a massive ride. Just gonna pop over to the Forest of Dean, a little bit of gravelling for an hour, 20 miles maybe. Hopefully, if it does start raining in the forest, it won't be quite so wet. There'll be a little bit of shelter from the trees, and hopefully we'll see some nice autumn colours. But we will see. Anyway, can't not mention that we got to the 1,000 subscriber mark with everybody's help. Massive kudos to everybody. Still can't believe it that that many people are interested in what we do, but there you are, looks like they are. I've had a couple of people ask about the spec of my Creo 2, so I am going to try and stop at, oh, it's just started raining, stop at one point, get some footage of the bike and try and share the spec of the bike, brakes, wheels, etc, and all that good stuff. So, not looking good. Look at that. That is SHIT. But no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. Now, on the topic of clothing, I gotta say, shout out to, and I'm probably gonna butcher how you pronounce this, but Van Riezel. This jacket, Decathlon Van Riezel, super impressed with it. Relatively inexpensive in the scheme of things, because we all know how much cycle clothing can be, but I've been super impressed with this jacket. Must be breathable, because I hardly sweat in it. It's got a lovely little flap on the back that you can tuck in when it's dry and open it up when it's wet, and it gives you a little bit of a tail, stop stuff flicking up from your back tire. Looks good, I think, you know. And yeah, it's on the back of buying some cycling shorts with pockets on the side earlier in the season. So yeah, have a look out, Van Riezel. I think they outlet out of the Decathlon stores across the country. So yeah, shout out to Van Riezel. Yeah, whatever. Nutty Park runners. So we're off. Welcome to a wet, muddy and soggy Forest of Dean. Trails were a bit wet and sticky, but the colours of the trees and the ferns look fantastic. Very autumnal. So yeah, just gonna have a little loop this morning. Nothing strenuous. Might go up to E-Zee Riders Hill for those that have seen the previous videos. Dubbed that because of the view. Been up there a couple of times with Rusty now. But yeah, see what the day unfolds. Forest Dean's a really great place to cycle. Loads of very clearly marked cycle paths and routes, some more popular than others, but yeah, easy to get lost because it all looks the same. But if you've got your Wahoo and you roughly know the names of the places where you want to go, that lake, beautiful. And more in there, very nice. yeah, as you can see, for those mountain bikers, really good place to come. No traffic obviously on the trails. So if you're new to this channel, this is a channel all about e-bikes, and in particular middle-aged people using e-bikes. If you like what you're seeing, please give us a like and subscribe. And if you're relatively new to the channel, don't forget to look back at our back catalogue of videos. I think there's something like 160 of them now from over the last few years. So don't just look at the new ones, go back in time and see what else we've got up to in the past. And hope you enjoy it, and if you do, give them a like. Blimey, only been going 5 minutes and I'm already covered in crap, you know. Oh dear. So I mentioned I was going to do a little bit about the bike and its spec, which one of our viewers has asked for, so I'm going to do a little bit as we go round. So let's start with the chain. We've got an SRAM NX Eagle 12-speed chain. Chain rings is SRAM as well, X-Sync Eagle 107 BCD, 44 teeth. And wheels wise, we've got the DT Swiss G540 rims, 24mm width tubeless ready tyres. Sealed bearings. We've even got DT Swift brass nipples. Ooh, missiles. And the tyres are Pathfinder Pro 2 Bliss Reddies. 700 by 38. See. There you are. We'll come back to more spec later on in the ride. That's not a bad little spot to stop. Got a camera there on that pole. What's that looking at then? Perhaps they've got beavers. Look at the colours. For those that watch a lot of YouTube channels, this is the home of Cycling Cameras Coffee, which I watched a lot of their videos and pinch some of their roots shamelessly. So if you're watching, good morning. Shout out to you guys. Hope you're having a good weekend. For the yellows and the browns. Apparently, according to the Cycling Cameras Coffee team, now's a good time of year for wildlife, apparently, which includes rutting. So I get educated as well watching those guys. Rutting is when the male stags are looking out for the female stags. All the birds and the bees stuff. So, never know. Might see something. If you do, I will give you a note, just in case you get embarrassed seeing nature in action. Oh, sun's coming out now, look at that. And the light hits the trees. Oh, bloody hell. Beautiful. There's lots of these sort of road crossings through the forest, but it's really good because you've got the barriers, plenty of signage. Oh, wet squeaky brakes. Absolutely stunning. Whoa! Nearly stunningly fell off then. I think I need to get some mud guards for this bike. Got some for the Creo first gen. I think I need something a bit more gravelly for this one. So any suggestions on short, sort of stubby, gravelly type mud guards, particularly a rear one, because my bottom is wet already please let me know. Comment below. S'il vous plaît. Can't get over it. All the colours. Getting covered in mud, but it's worth it. I don't know if you could see my little orange tail then on the coat. Probably not doing much today, but look at it when the sun hits the trees. Ooh. At least it stopped raining now. It's still very wet. Hope you enjoyed the Isle of Wight two-parter. Great weekend that was with the nail. Highly recommend it to anybody going down that way. I can imagine it'd be lovely in the summer, but yeah. Those dreaded green gates that I nearly smashed into on my first trip on this bike. I guess the one thing I like the most about doing this challenge is all the comments we get from people that have been inspired to either get an e-bike and get out there on the road, or already had one and have basically upped their miles to hit key milestones they would never have done. And in their words, we've inspired them to do that, and that's absolutely mental to think that. Because I think I'm just going out on a Saturday or Sunday, oh, this looks a bit and just capturing it for a bit of fun. Yet we're having that influence on people, which is crazy, but good and nice. So yeah, please feel free to let us know what you've been up to. Lovely message yesterday from a lady in Canada letting me know she'd done a 60, what was it, 62, 65k route all around Niagara. What a place that must be to do a bike ride. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? And I'm here in the little old Forest of Dean. Got no waterfalls here, sadly. But thank you for the comments, and good to see female e-bikers joining us. Oh, look at this, now the sun's out. Autumnal England. Right, up the hill. Let's rock and roll. So I've got the drone up now. Just look at this scenery, it's absolutely stunning. This is what e-bike use all about. Nice and quiet. Nobody around. Get rid of the stresses and the strains of your work life on a weekend for an hour or two. Just come out and chill. Look at it. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Definitely need some mud guards for the Creo too. Looks like I've had an accident behind me. So if anybody's got any good suggestions, please let me know. Cinderford Linear Park, which is an unusual name, so I don't know what the background to that is. I'm sure Cycling Cameras Coffee can tell us. Right, just stopping here, have another look at the bike. So what have we got? Motor, That's the specialised 1.2 SL custom lightweight motor down in there. And obviously you've got the Mastermind TCU unit. Battery, which is in the down tube, is the SL1 320, 320 watt hours. Amazing, isn't it, how they get it in there. The weight of the bike, 15.12 kg, or 33 pounds. And this one's a 56 centimetre bike. What else we got? Pedals, Shimano PD, I think they're M8100s, race pedals. Got the Wahoo element, a Ravemen NT20 light, which is looking a bit sorry for itself, but really good light with the radar tracking. Don't forget you get 10%. I'll put the code in the description. Well worth it. Then we've got the actual frame. So that's a specialised E5 premium aluminium frame. Front and rear through axles, fully integrated down tube battery, internal cable routing, as you can see there. Fender rack mounts, such as that. Yeah. Forks, Future Shock 3.1 system. Handlebars are the specialised adventure gear hover, 103mm drop, 70mm reach, and a 12-degree flare. And the stem is a Future stem comp. Tape on the bars, Super Cas Suave. And we have got a Body Geometry Power Sport steel rail saddle, which is covered in poo. Now you might be impressed with my knowledge of this bike, but to be honest with you, I downloaded it all off the internet last night and put it on a piece of paper because I am not technically astute, so I am reading it from a piece of paper. Cheat sheet. Look at that. Amazing. Just don't get scenery like this unless you go right off the beaten track. I mean, just look at that. Maybe 30 miles from my house in the middle of Bristol. Feels like you're in the bloody Highlands of Scotland. Stunning. The sun poking through. Any good? Look at that. Beautiful. The only thing missing is a bit of wildlife. Keep getting my camera out because I'm worried every time I put it away something will run out in front of me, but don't seem to be getting any luck. Just climbing up E-Zee Riders Hill. Look at this. Here we are, top of the E-Zee Riders Hill. I have no idea what this hill is called, but it forever will be the E-Zee Riders Hill. So, let's just finish off our spec review. Where did we get to? Saddle, wasn't it? Seat post, carbon single bolt, 27.2 mil. Seat binder, specialized alloy, 31.8 mil. Front brake. So the brakes are SRAM Apex hydraulic disc. Levers, SRAM Apex 12 speed. Derailleur, guess what? SRAM Apex Eagle 12 speed. The cassette is SRAM PG1210 12 speed, 11 to 50 teeth. And the crankset is SRAM alloy dub. So, can't remember who it was who asked me for the spec, but there you are, we're spec'd right out now. Bit dirty today, but absolutely stunning. I know I keep saying it, but it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. E-Zee riders! Here we go, down the hill. You may remember this hill in the summer. Rusty was at the bottom filming me coming down. Don't think I'll go that quick today. Oi. Jesus. I can't bloody stop. Got the GoPro on chest cam now. Change of aspect. That's the descent from E-Zee Riders Hill. I'll stick a photograph on Strava, so if you ever want to know exactly where it is, just look for the photo, drop a pin or whatever it is you do. I don't bloody know. Getting lots of crap in the old brake discs. Bike's going to need a good clean when I get home. Bit of tarmac now. Look at the sunlight. Old bridge. Park End. That's where we're heading. Look at these trees. Look at the orange. Unbelievable. Glad I made the effort to come out now. See, that's what it's all about. You've got to put yourself out. I was going over that Severn Bridge. It was pissing down with rain. And now look at it. Yes, I've got a wet bum. Yes, it looks like I've had an accident. Yes, I've got to clean my bike when I get home. But look at that. Any bloody good or what? Not quite as good as Canada's autumn colours, I'm sure, but keeping the British end up, not too bad an effort. Stunning. How many times have I said that today? Oh, there's some more grit in the rotor.
Yeah, definitely need mud guards. I don't want massive bloody things all the way around. I just want enough to keep me bum dry for the gravel bike. Any new ones out there, that non-mainstream ones, let me know. Put comments below. This Van Rysel jacket is beading the wet off it. Well impressed with that. I think I should be buying Van Rysel cycling clothing going forward. The only problem is they haven't got a shop in Bristol, but they've got one up the road in Cheltenham, and you can buy it online. Now then, if you're out there, Van Rysel, and you want me to try out some of your gear, I will shamelessly, happily accept that, because I'm effectively giving your jacket a review today, free of charge, and it's performed very well. And I particularly like the little orange flap at the back, which is high vis, but also tries to keep your bum a little bit drier when it's wet. To be fair, if you're out on a bike in the rain, you're gonna get wet, but who cares? Just noticed I got the little spanner sign on my little screen on the frame, which means I need to book it in for its first service. I'll have to give Jack a call. Nelly, if you're watching, I'll be coming and knocking for a little first service. Tighten up. See you soon. It's Andy that tells you that. Just going down the hill now into Park End, I think. Taking a little bit of a different route back to the car. That's where the Wahoo's going mental. I'm starting to get to know this area quite well now. He says, I think Park End's down here. There we are. '26. Thank you. There we are, all the way down. Nice little drag down there. I think I can go straight up and turn left, and that's where the car's parked. On the common. Alright, you enjoyed that short little autumnal Forest of Dean Specialized Creo 2 spec lowdown video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, a like and subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell so the next time we put a vid out you'll get a notification. Thank you for your ongoing support. Have a lovely weekend and stay safe. Laters. Oh, muddy, but always good fun.